Hi and a very warm welcome. My name is Ian Mack. So, The Comedy of Errors by William Shakespeare, the play. What's it all about? Stay with me. Let's go through the plot, the key characters, what happens in each of the acts, interesting facts, and I'll add some infographics and we'll do the whole thing in 8 minutes or so. So, if you're ready, let's get started. The Comedy of Errors is a 5-act play by William Shakespeare written around 1592 to 1594. It's considered one of Shakespeare's earliest plays and certainly his shortest comedy. It was first performed around 1594 by the Lord Chamberlain's men, first published in his first folio of 1623. It's a farce, it's a comedy of mistaken identity. It's filled with slapstick humour, wordplay and fast-paced confusion. The general story is as follows. In Ephesus, 2 sets of identical twins cause chaos. Years earlier, a merchant named Egion lost his wife and 1 pair of twin sons, each attended by a twin servant. Now grown, Antipholus of Syracuse and his servant Dromio arrive in Ephesus, unaware that their long-lost twins, Antipholus of Ephesus and his servant Dromio, live there. If you're confused, you're supposed to be. Mistaken identities spiral out of control. Wives scold wrong husbands. Masters beat wrong servants. And friends are baffled. Antipholus of Ephesus is locked out of his own house, accused of madness and arrested for debt, while Antipholus of Syracuse falls in love with Adriana's sister, Luciana. Finally, the twins are brought together, the parents reunited, and all is joyfully resolved in a grand family reunion. 9 characters to highlight in this play, and I know these names can be tricky for some. Antipholus of Syracuse, a young man searching for his long-lost twin brother. Antipholus of Ephesus, the established twin living in Ephesus, married to Adriana. We've got Dromio of Syracuse, the servant to Antipholus of Syracuse. And we've got Dromio of Ephesus, servant to Antipholus of Ephesus. Are you with me? Adriana, wife of Antipholus of Ephesus. Luciana, Adriana's sister. Egion, merchant of Syracuse. Emilia the abbess, the wife of Egion, and the Duke of Ephesus, the ruler who shows mercy to Egion once the truth is revealed. In Act 1 of The Comedy of Errors, the play begins with Egion, a merchant of Syracuse, captured in Ephesus, where Syracusians are forbidden. He faces execution unless he can pay a fine. Egion explains his tragic past. Years earlier, he and his wife Emilia had twin sons, each attended by twin servants. In a storm at sea, the family was separated, he with 1 son and servant, his wife with the other pair. Unaware of their fates, Egion's surviving son Antipholus of Syracuse has now set out with his servant Dromio to search for his lost brother. The Duke grants Egion 1 day to raise a ransom. In Act 2 in Ephesus, Antipholus of Syracuse and his servant Dromio arrive, not knowing that their identical twins live in the city. Immediately, confusion begins. Dromio of Ephesus mistakes Antipholus of Syracuse for his master, while Adriana, wife of Antipholus of Ephesus, mistakes the Syracusian Antipholus for her husband and drags him home for dinner. Luciana, Adriana's sister, also meets the wrong twin, and mistaken affections begin to tangle further. As we move into Act 3, the errors escalate. Antipholus of Ephesus returns to his house but is locked out as Adriana dines inside with the Syracusian Antipholus. Furious, he vows revenge and dines elsewhere with a courtesan. Meanwhile, Antipholus of Syracuse falls deeply for Luciana, believing she returns his affection. Dromio of Syracuse also faces endless beatings, poor boy, and accusations meant, of course, for his twin. Everyday life in Ephesus is thrown into comic disarray as everyone encounters the wrong master or servant. One has to laugh. Antipholus of Ephesus is accused of madness after behaving erratically when denied entry to his own home and giving gifts to the courtesan. He's arrested for debt while his servant Dromio desperately tries to find bail. Meanwhile, Antipholus of Syracuse grows more confused, believing sorcery is at work in the city. Both twins continue to encounter each other's acquaintances, deepening the chaos. Adriana despairs, convinced her husband has gone mad and has gone unfaithful, and summons a conjurer to cure him. In the final act, then, all threads collide. Antipholus of Ephesus bursts into the abbey where his wife Adriana seeks help just as Antipholus of Syracuse arrives. The twins finally come face to face and the truth is revealed. Aegeon recognizes both sons and Emilia, revealed as the abbess, reunites with her long-lost husband. The Duke pardons Aegeon, the families are joyfully restored and confusions are explained. The play ends in celebration with peace, marriage harmony and the family whole again after years of separation. The Comedy of Errors is one of Shakespeare's most light-hearted and purely comic plays. It explores themes of identity, family, fate, reunion. It's great. It uses twin confusion, and of course this influenced later comedies throughout the ages, including modern theatre and film. And of course we see it in lots of different types of farce. It was actually based on Plautus's Roman comedy, which is called Menechemi. And additional elements were brought in from another play, Amphitruo. Shakespeare expanded the idea by including two sets of twins, doubling the confusion. The Comedy of Errors then, seminal and hilarious. Please go and see it at a theatre. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope it's helped you get started with this play. Don't forget to share any additional comments down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. My name is Ian Mack, and until then, remember, time is knowledge.